92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Sean and Sue with you. And of course, we celebrate today, Sue, WOBM's 50th birthday.
Woo!
March 1st, back in 1968 when we went on the air. We have one person who has been here from day one, or maybe even a few days before day one. Bob Levy joins us to share his memories of the past 50 years. Bob, good morning.
Well, good morning, guys. And,
Hi, Bob.
I want to say it's a pleasure to be here. It's part pleasure and part pain. I wish I could go back, you know.
Sure.
Years, but
live those days,
yeah.
right?
But who said you only live twice? I don't know. I don't know about that. But anyway, yes, here I am. I am the sole survivor. And, I guess I know things about the station that nobody else could really tell you.
Absolutely.
We thought we'd start at the very beginning, Bob, because obviously the station didn't exist.
No.
There was no stations in Ocean County.
No.
How did the idea, or how did the conception of WOBM come about? I mean, how did that go? 5
local guys who I've known. I knew 3 of them very closely, to say the least. One happened to be my brother. 2 of the others were the most involved, who really jumped in with both feet and so forth, are guys I grew up with. A little bit older than me, but very aggressive and terrific businessmen. The other 2, one was a very prominent freeholder who very tragically was killed in a plane crash out here in Berkeley very soon after we got on the air. And his name was Bob Miller, and hence they named the air park after him.
Yeah, Joe Buckler was involved, right?
Oh, yes, Joe Buckler and Steve Lane were, of course, very important in politics and in insurance and so forth. And I always said that everything that Joe had that touch. Everything everything
gold?
he touched turned to gold.
Love that.
And Steve Lane was a tough businessman who believed that before you spend the money, make the money. Mm-hmm. So he was very conservative, which was good. And they hired me, and that is a long story, which I'm not going to bother you with. Okay. I always wanted to be in radio in the back of my mind. I just had this something I wanted to do. I was a kid that used to sit in front of the radio, and then the TV. We got TV early, and I wound up doing that for the station. I was the sports director almost from the inception. And I did play-by-play football, which was very big in those days because more people came out to the games. Communities were more involved. And I did play-by-play basketball. We did Lakewood basketball. You couldn't get a ticket. They had a little gym at the time. And so a lot of people actually listened. Anyway, we came on the air. Although I started working there 2 months before we came in the air, I got in sales, and it was...
Did you have to start selling first and say, hey, we have this big radio station, we want to sell it?
Well, I guess didn't have to, but did tremendous amount of pre-promotion. That was a big secret to the success.
Really?
Oh, it was the area was excited about the only radio station in the area was WJLK in Asbury Park. And they were primarily Monmouth County.
Up north, yeah.
Yeah, and it was amazing.